So I was thinking about something the other day. I was thinking about when I used to be a route delivery driver. I used to deliver office supplies, other things, right? I drove this big box truck. I'd make my deliveries. And one time I had went to one of my stops along my route. It was in this business center. So there was a bunch of offices, a bunch of suites, different places that I would deliver to. I would park in one area and, take all my stuff off the truck and go make my deliveries from there. And one time I had a couple of minutes to kill, a little bit of time in between stops. And so I'm sitting there, I'm watching everyone walk around, everyone's dressed real nice. And you're starting to think to myself, like, why am I not here? Like, why am I not getting this opportunity to work in this professional environment? Why am I here delivering office supplies? And it wasn't anything against what I was actually doing. I appreciated my job. I appreciated my income. I appreciated the opportunity. But that's not what I wanted. See, at this point in my life, I had already started to think I wanted more. I was studying for my master's degree, which I anticipated would open more doors than it actually has. And maybe I'll talk about that in another video. But anyway, I just remember this moment in time, and I remember thinking, like, how can I get here? And that's who this video is for. The video is for anyone, especially men. If you're in your 30s to your early 50s, I think we can relate. But again, my videos are for anyone who can take anything from them. But this video is for anyone who's ever been in that position, who's ever felt like that, who's ever thought to themselves, why am I here? Why am I stuck? Why am I doing this? How do I get from what I'm doing right now to something different? It's not as simple as it sounds. It's not as easy to do, of course. Anything that requires change, anything that requires different is going to be difficult. But it's not impossible. And like anything else, if you want to succeed, if we want to execute, we must have a plan. So I'm going to give you 3 steps, 3 things that are going to help you. If you're trying to make a transition in your career, here are 3 things. Number 1, clarity. Be clear on what you want. Be clear on what you want. That's going to take some time. Give yourself some time. There's no rush. It's not about rushing. It's about taking small steps. So be clear. This is what a life coach can help you with. Someone like myself. If you lack that clarity, if you're having a hard time getting clear on what exactly you want, perhaps reach out to someone like myself. And by the way, I've got a landing page now where you can set up a 30-minute call, introductory call with me. Click on the link. It's in the description of the video. It's in the bio of my socials. Let me know. Maybe I can help you. But you want to be clear. That's step 1. Clarity. What do you want? Number 2, what is the reason why you want to make this transition? You trying to make more money? Trying to find a place that has better benefits? Trying to do something that's going to allow you to have more control over your time? Better work-life balance, quote unquote? What's the reason? Clarity, reason, steps 1 and 2. Those are about the details. Those are about digging into the why. Because here's the thing. It's almost the same way. It's almost the same thing as, like, let's say if you're getting in trouble, right? You're finding yourself in these tough situations where you live, and then one day you just up and leave. You move out of state. You're thinking, now I'm not going to have any more trouble. Well, that's true. Unless you're the one who's causing the trouble, then that trouble is going to follow you no matter where you go. See, wherever you go, there you are. So clarity and reasons, those things are going to help you figure out What is the root of the issue? Why do I really want to do something different? And what is really holding me back? Because if you can't cure that, if you can't fix that, then a new career, a change in a job title is not going to help you. So step 1, be clear. What do you want? What do you want? Step 2, reasons. Why do you want that? Step 3, action steps. What is one thing you can do that's going to help you get closer to making that transition to a new career? Do you need to update your LinkedIn profile? Do you need to create a LinkedIn profile? That's how I landed my first tech sales job. Connecting with someone through LinkedIn who actually already worked for the company I wanted to work for, and they helped me get hired there. It is an excellent networking tool. Do you need to update your resume? Do you need to get a certification? Do you need to take some classes? You need to read more on the subject. What is something that you can do? You can't make someone hire you. You can't make someone create a job opportunity for you. Those are out of our control. But what are the things within our control? So step 3, action steps. What is something what is something you can do, we can do, it's going to help us get closer to our goal. And think about it, okay? Clarity, reason, action. These 3 steps, they're not just for transitioning to a new career. This is for transitioning out of where we're at in life, when we're feeling stuck. See, we find ourselves in these boxes. We find ourselves closed in by these walls. We've somehow found ourselves in these predicaments and we think that we're stuck. We think there's no way out. But remember what Dr. Covey says. And I reference the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People often because that book was life-changing for me. Dr. Covey writes, what you see is not the problem. The problem is the way you see it. So when we can see it different, that opens up a whole new list of opportunities, a whole new different amount of ways and directions that we can go. Now we have options. Now we're not as stuck as we thought. So keep that in mind. Like I said, if I can help you, book a 30-minute call with me. I'd love to talk with you and see if I'm the person that's going to help you get clear on what you want, figure out why you want it, and develop some action steps on how to get you there.